To Motown for Western Valley baseball action on Fuller Digital Solutions. Hi everybody, Tanner Hoops with you and delighted to have you along for another night of action in the Valley as we get set for Woodbury Central welcoming West Monona. The two teams met back on opening day down in Ottawa where the Wildcats cruised to a 16-0 victory, and that just shows how lopsided the series has been as of late. Last year they met on opening day. They met just once last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Woodbury Central came away with a 23-7 victory. But to give you a better perspective of the way this series is tilted in the Wildcats' favor, the last Spartan win against Woodbury Central, you got to go back to July 6th of 2010. Woodbury Central's won 17 in a row against West Monona. The Wildcats went 2-2 last week. They picked up victories over OABCIG 8-0. We had that game here on Fuller Digital Solutions, and then went on the road and ended the week with an 8-2 win at Lawton Bronson. They fell to 6th-ranked Kingsley Pearson 6-0 earlier in the week, and then dropped a wild one here against Akron Westfield 11-10. West Monona comes into this game still seeking their first win. They dropped all 4 games a week ago, falling to Kingsley Pearson, River Valley, OABCIG, and Hinton by a combined score of 44-9. They are 0-10 on the season, 0-8 in Western Valley play. Woodbury Central comes in at 9-6. They're 7-1 in the Valley. That is good for second place. Let's give you the Valley standings as we enter play tonight. Kingsley Pearson, the 6th-ranked team in 1A. They're on top at 9-0. Woodbury Central in second at 7-1. That lone loss coming to KP last week. OABCIG is 6-2. Lawton Bronson 5-3. Ridgeview is even in the Valley at 4-4. Maple Valley, Anthony Charter Oak Ute 3-6, River Valley 1-6, Westwood 1-7, and West Monona is 0-8. Busy night around the Valley with everybody in action this evening. OABCIG is at Maple Valley, Anthony Charter Oak Ute. Ridgeview at home taking on Kingsley Pearson. Lawton Bronson teams play host to River Valley, and Westwood steps out of conference play. They are visiting Missouri Valley. Upcoming schedule for each of these squads. For Woodbury Central, they're back here tomorrow, and they'll take on traditional power West Sioux out of Hayward. That should be a really fun game. Wednesday, a road trip to Mapleton to take on Maple Valley, Anthony Charter Oak Ute. And then Friday, they'll end the week with a conference road trip to Westwood. West Monona is back home tomorrow as they welcome Logan Magnolia for a non-conference matchup. Wednesday, they'll visit Ridgeview, and Saturday, they're in Mundaman for the West Harrison tournament. With that, let's give you tonight's starting lineups, and we'll begin, as always, with the home team on the scoreboard. Those are the Woodbury Central Wildcats. Leading off will be the second baseman, Eric McGill. Caleb Belial will bat second place short. Hitting third, the center fielder, Carter Belial. Will DeStickter, tonight's starting pitcher, will bat cleanup. Hitting fifth, the first baseman, Dallas Klunder. Max McGill bats sixth. He will catch. Drew Klunder, the left fielder, hits seventh. Zach Rocha is in right field hitting eighth. And batting ninth will be the third baseman, Zach Riley. Once again, for Woodbury Central, it's McGill, Belial, DeStickter, Klunder, McGill, Klunder, Rocha, and Riley. The head coach for Woodbury Central is Andy Compton. Those are the Wildcats with their record 9-6, 7-1 in conference play. Now the starting lineup for West Monona. Leading off and playing center field is Brad Bellis. Batting second, tonight's starting pitcher, Brandon Erlander. Hitting third is J.J. Lander. He will catch. The cleanup batter is left fielder Brett Collison. Hitting fifth and playing third base is Damian Orr. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Magesket Kolsket. Hitting seventh, the shortstop, Sandeska Kolsket. Batting eighth and playing first base is Jack Jameson, and hitting ninth will be the right fielder, Jesse Boynton. Once again, for West Monona, that's Bellis, Erlander, Lander, Collison, Orr, Kolsket, Jameson, and Boynton. Those are the West Monona Spartans. Their record is 0-10, 0-8 in Valley Conference play. The head coach is Josh Lander. He's assisted by Donald Roeder. Once again, West Monona 0-10 and Woodbury Central 9-6 as they get set for the second and final meeting of the regular season between these two squads, with a possible third meeting always looming in the Western Valley tournament. Softball getting going just across the way. They're battling the Spartans as well. A heartbreaking game that we covered on Fuller Digital Solutions as Woodbury Central fell in walk-off fashion back on opening day. We'll pick up our softball broadcast slate of Wildcat action on Wednesday with a road trip down to Mapleton as they take on Maple Valley Anthenoto Charter Oak Ute. And then we're on the road with baseball Friday as they take on Westwood. Hey, let's pause. Softball's playing their national anthem just across the way. More in a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
We welcome you back to Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. Is always delighted to have you along. Just about set for high school baseball here in Motown. Woodbury Central takes on West Monona. Well, the West Monona starters have been introduced. We are having the Woodbury Central lineup go through the PA system as we get set for first pitch. Once again, the starters, in case you missed them for both squads, for Woodbury Central, McGill, Blyle, DeStichter, Klunder, McGill, Klunder, Rocha, and Riley. For West Monona, it's Bellis, Erlander, Lander, Collison, Orr, Colskett, Jameson, and Boynton. Let's take a look at tonight's starting pitching matchup, and for Woodbury Central, it'll be sophomore Will DeStichter making his third appearance. No record, he's given up 9 earned runs on 8 hits and 5 2/3 innings of work. Walked 11, he has 1 strikeout for an ERA of 11-12. Let's tell you more about that in a moment. We'll pause for the national anthem on the baseball side of things. More in a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Well, we're back live here in Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. Is always delighted to have you along. Matchup number 2 between these Western Valley rivals, but Woodbury Central has owned the series as of late. They've not lost to the Spartan squad in baseball since July of 2010. That's 17 straight victories over the Spartans. They look to make it 18 tonight. Will DeStichter is the starting pitcher tonight, a southpaw sophomore. Ran through his numbers before we took a break, but he's making his third appearance. No wins, no losses, 9 earned runs on 8 hits and 5 2/3 innings of work. He has walked 11, struck out 1. His ERA is 11-12. On the other side, it'll be sophomore Brandon Erlinson making his third appearance for the Spartans. Record 0-1, 6 earned runs on 4 hits and 2 innings of work, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. His ERA is 21. Just about set for what should be a really fun night of high school baseball. Hope you are too. As always, delighted to have you along. Woodbury Central is wearing their traditional home whites, the pinstripes splattered with royal blue, tall royal socks, white caps, and a blue bill. Woodbury Central, beg your pardon, that'll be West Monona wearing their traveling green uniforms with black numerals outlined in white, supplemented by gray pants. We are set to go. Hope you are too. Delighted you're along for a hot but fairly tepid evening if you're in the right spots here in mid-June. DeStichter looks in and picks out the sign that he wants. And he kicks. His first offering is on the way and over. Misses low at 7:29 p.m. Temperature at game time, 89 degrees. Brad Bellis, the center fielder, leads off for West Monona. DeStichter, a quick worker, winds and comes home. And that's grounded toward the left side, gobbled up by Klunder at first. Fires to the covering pitcher, DeStichter, in time for the out. And there's one down here in the top half of the first. Bellis retired 3-1 in the ground out. And it brings up tonight's pitcher, Brandon Erlinson, facing his opposite number here early on. Erlinson steps into the right-hand side. First offering from DeStichter, swung on and missed behind a fastball. It's 0-1. Erlinson off to a 182 start at the dish his sophomore season. One extra base hit, a double. He's knocked in 4. And the 0-1 pitch, high and away. It's evened up at 1-1. It is a West Monona lineup with just one starter hitting above 200. It has been a tough start, tough first half of the season for the Spartans. That's fouled out of play. And the count's at 1-2. No score, bases empty, and one out, top half of the first inning. We're just underway. West Monona visiting Woodbury Central in Western Valley action. DeStichter ready. And the 1-2 on the way, and that's fouled. Off the catcher, McGill. Let's set the West Monona defense, the outfield left to right. The Woodbury Central defense. That's Klunder, Blyle, Rocha. Riley, Blyle, McGill, and Klunder third to first. McGill is catching DeStichter, who misses high and evens the count up at 2-2. J.J. Lander waiting on deck. And the sophomore southpaw ready, winds and comes home. That's a rocket toward the left side, and that's going to bleed through for what could be a hit. A quick throw to first, and it got away. Yeah, that was a good job of the right fielder, Rocha, coming over to back up. Might have had a play at first. He was playing in and got a rocket that was hit hard enough to him, but I think they're going to call that a base hit. And Erlinson aboard as a leadoff base runner. Rocha made that play close, coming in from right field. And it gets the catcher, J.J. Lander, to the dish. First offering to him misses downstairs for ball 1. Lander, a junior, hitting .333. One extra base hit, it was a double. And he's knocked in 3. 1 on, 1 out. And the 1-0 taken for a strike, belt high, and it's even at 1-1. West Monona finished 3-9 a season ago. They fell in their postseason opener against Kingsley Pearson. And the 1-1 grounded right back to DeStichter. He looks to second. He fires there and gets the out. The relay won't happen. It'll be a fielder's choice, allowing Lander to reach. Erlinson is retired 1-6 at second base, and there's 2 outs in the inning. So it gets a cleanup batter, Brett Collison, an opportunity. The lone senior on this Spartan squad. As he taps the bat on home plate. Runner at first, 2 out. No score, top half of the first as that's fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Collison hitting a team-high .385. 2 extra base hits, both doubles. He's knocked in 2. Down to the count, 0-1 as DeStichter works from the stretch. Looks to first, winds and comes home. That's swung on and missed behind a fastball. And it's quickly 0-2. West Monona, in their 3 wins last year, they came over River Valley and Maple Valley Anthenoto twice. They beat them once in the conference tournament. DeStichter steps off, scampering back to first is Lander. Lander holds on, Lander at first, and the 0-2 pitch. He got him, swing and a miss, strike 3 to end the inning. We're through half an inning. West Monona nothing. Woodbury Central coming to bat. You're watching high school baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Well, we welcome you back, Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play here in Mobile. A quick inning for Will DeStichter. Worked around a one-out single. That led to a fielder's choice and ultimately an ending strikeout. So we go to the home half of the first inning, and Brandon Erlander, sophomore right-hander, on the bump for West Monona. Third appearance this year, record 0-1. 6 earned runs on 4 hits and 2 innings of work. He's walked 1, struck 1 out. His ERA this season is 21. Second meeting this year between these two squads, a 16-0 victory for the Wildcats down in Ottawa on opening day. Erlinson finishing up his warm-up pitches. They're waiting for J.J. Lander, who is running at first base, to get his gear on. Took a little time to get geared up. Now he's ready and making his way out to the dugout. Or out from the dugout, I should say. Woodbury Central back here tomorrow for non-conference action as they take on West Sioux. That should be a fun one. At Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute on Wednesday, and then Friday a road trip to Sloan, and they'll take on Westwood. Start of another busy week. The Wildcats look for win number 10 on the season. Erlinson finishes up those warm-up pitches. West Monona, they are back home tomorrow as they'll take on Logan Magnolia. Back to conference play Wednesday when they visit Ridgeview. And then they're off until Saturday. They'll play at the West Harrison tournament in Mundaman. Eric McGill, the right-handed hitting second baseman, will step in. Get set to lead things off in the home half of inning number 1. No score. And Erlinson, the right-hander, looks in, picks out the zone he wants from Lander. His first offering on the way. And that's taken for a strike at the letters, 0-1. McGill, a freshman, hitting .375 this season. 3 extra base hits, all doubles. He's knocked in 14 out of the leadoff spot. And he swings and muscles up on a ball that's deep near the left center field fence, and that is pulled down. Nice play out in left center field. I believe that was Collison corralling a warning track fly ball for the first out of the inning. So a long, loud out number 1. And it gets Caleb Blyle to the dish. Blyle, the right-handed hitting shortstop, taps the bat on home plate. And the first offering from Erlinson. He shows bunt, lays down a beauty up the first base line. Tough play. Erlinson picks it up, fires, not in time. What a beautiful bunt right up the first base line. And Blyle beats it out for an infield single. And now there's always the threat to run when there's a Wildcat on base. Blyle has swiped 11 bags this year. He's been caught once. But this Wildcat team loves to run the bases. Carter Blyle steps into the left-hand side, and there he goes. Caleb Blyle takes off. There is no throw. He swipes his 12th bag this season. Overall, that's Woodbury Central's 77th stolen base as a team. That is good for 7th most in Class 1A. So a runner at second, 1 out. He winds and comes home, and that misses high. Blyle, the left-handed hitting center fielder. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. A look to second from Erlinson. He kicks and comes home, and that's grounded foul, third base side. Blyle at second base was off with the pitch. Blyle, a junior, off to a torrid start at the dish. A really nice first half of the season, hitting .523. 4 doubles, 3 triples, and 16 knocked in. That's tied for the team lead. 2-1 on Erlinson. And the right-hander winds and comes home. That's high. And it's 3-1. And you wonder if Caleb Lyle is going to be taken off here in a hitter's count. They had him moving on 2-0. A look to second. He does take off, and the pitch misses and gets to the backstop. Caleb will round third, think about it, and hold up. But the 5-pitch walk will put runners at the corners with one down in the inning, and it gets Will DeStichter to the dish. DeStichter, tonight's starting pitcher, an opportunity to face his opposite number. Runners at the corners, Blyle and Blyle, and one gone in the inning. Erlinson trying to work out of an early jam. Carter Blyle goes, and the pitch is there for a strike. Runner took off for second. The throw went to third, and Carter Blyle will pick up a stolen base of his own. That's number 18 for him. He increases his team lead. So the look in, and the wine of the fire. That's taken for a ball inside. DeStichter this season, a sophomore, hitting .356, 3 extra base hits, all doubles. And I mentioned a moment ago, Carter Blyle had 16 RBI to tie for the team lead. He's tied with DeStichter, who pops one foul and off the light post just above the first base dugout. 2 in scoring position, a base hit could very well give the Wildcats a 2-0 lead. 1-2 count. Righty-righty matchup. 2 in scoring position, 1 out. No score in the home first. And the 1-2, that's muscled up on and hit toward the left side. It's gobbled up at third and bounced off his glove. I beg your pardon. 1 run scores. Throw to the plate to get Carter's not in time. It's a 2-run single off the glove of the third baseman, Orr. I thought Orr came up with that ball at first glance. But Blyle was able to scooch around, get in under the tag, and Luke Paulson is going to come run for Will DeStichter at first base, a courtesy runner. But RBIs number 17 and 18 for Will DeStichter this season. And Paulson will run for him. I thought Orr had that ball when he came up with it at third base. Both Blyles made sure it got through, and then they came home as Paulson takes off. The throw down to second is not in time. And another stolen base, already the third for Woodbury Central tonight. Third this season for Luke Paulson. 2-0 Wildcats on a 2-run single from Will DeStichter. And against Dallas Klunder to the dish. And a look to second throw there, not in time. Klunder, the right-handed hitting first baseman. A junior hitting .316, 3 doubles, a triple, 11 knocked in. 1 on, 1 out, 2 runs in here in the home first. Erlinson ready. Kicks and he comes home. And that's hit down the left field line. That's going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third is Paulson. He's going to be held up. A late stop sign. He'll pull up. It'll be a single station to station. And it puts runners at the corners with 1 down in the inning. Erlinson got the first out on a warning track fly ball. But since then, single, walk, 2-run single, and another single. So now Max McGill will come to the dish. Runners at the corners. We'll see how long Klunder will stay at first. He's got a massive lead, being held on. And the first offering to McGill swung on and missed. Got him out in front of an off-speed pitch. A sophomore hitting .432, 5 doubles, 2 triples, and the team's only home run. He's knocked in 15. Klunder takes off, swung on and missed. Same pitch. And he's got McGill in an 0-2 hole. So Klunder with a stolen base, and there's 2 in scoring position for the right-handed hitting catcher. That, by the way, the 7th stolen base for Klunder. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, fouled out of play. McGill stays alive. Two in scoring position, one out. 2-0 Woodbury Central here in the bottom half of the first inning. McGill batting, Polson running for DeStichter at third, Klunders at second. The 0-2 on the way, that misses and gets to the backstop. Polson breaks for home, the throw is late, and it's 3-0 Wildcats. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Polson scores on the wild pitch. Klunder makes his way to third. And now a hit to the outfield in any fashion should give the Wildcats a 4-0 lead. And the 1-2 pitch muscled up on that will get deep towards center field. That is back near the fence, and that's in play off the wall. A run will score, and McGill will make second. An RBI double, 6-double, 16th RBI, and it's 4-0 Wildcats. So it gets Drew Klunder to the dish. 4-0 Wildcats with one gone here in the first. A look to second. And time is called, and a balk is called against Erlander. That'll allow McGill to make third base. So Drew Klunder will bat. Steps into the right-hand side, taps the bat on home plate. A freshman hitting 143, a double, and 7 driven in. And he takes ball one high, 1-0. Here's what the Spartans look like defensively. Collison, Bellis, and Boynton, the outfield left to right. Orr and Jamison, the corner infielders, both Kolskitz up the middle as that swung on and ripped foul, third base side. And it's even at 1-1. Lander is catching Erlander. So a runner at third, one gone, 4-0 here in the home half of the first. Righty-righty matchup and the look in. And the kick in the deal. That's popped up. Foul territory, twisting near the fence. Could be playable. Lander, and he dropped it. And we're going to get new life for Drew Klunder. First error of the game on either team. Woodbury Central back in action tomorrow, hosting Traditional Power West Sioux in a non-conference battle. That should be a fun one. Wednesday, both teams are in action down at Mapleton, taking on Maple Valley Anthenoto Charter Oak Ute. And the two-strike pitch, and that's grounded toward the left side and booted. Gets through for a hit, a run will score. And it's 5-0 Woodbury Central. As they were able to retire Klunder for out number 2, and it gets Zach Rocha to the dish. And a throw to second. I beg your pardon. Let's get it reset here. It lost track of Klunder, but he got to second. Reached via the error, the drop pop-up. It did bring a run in. So there's one out and a runner at second. The first offering to Zach Rocha got him in the helmet. And he's aboard. Maybe the most painful way. So we've got runners at first and second, and one gone in the inning. 5-0 Woodbury Central, and it gets Zach Riley to the dish. They'll check on Rocha. He says he's okay. Not the first time he's been plunked. Riley, one of 3 seniors on this year's squad. He steps into the right-hand side. First offering a breaking ball over for a called strike. He's hitting .375 this season. Couple extra base hits and 8 driven in. I got to apologize. A moment ago, I said McGill had the team's only home run. Riley has one as well. And that swung on and grounded toward the left side. That's going to get through for a base hit. Rounding third and being waved around. The throw is going to be cut off. It's an RBI single from Riley. His 9th run driven in this season, and it's 6-0 Woodbury Central. So Klunder comes around to score. That'll be an unearned run against Erlandson. And now the lineup resets to the top with Eric McGill. Started this inning with a warning track fly ball that was put away. He's the only batter that's been retired thus far. Junior varsity game, a 9-3 victory for West Monona as that misses downstairs. A double steal is on. Rocha makes third, and Riley goes to second. Each of them add to the stolen base total. That's 6 now as a team for the Wildcats. Here's the 1-0 from Erlandson. And that swung on and down for a base hit toward right field. 1 run is in. Riley around third. He's going to be waved home. The throw is cut off. A 2-run single for Eric McGill, RBIs number 15 and 16, and it's 8-0 Wildcats. So now every batter this half inning has reached base. 7 of the 9 that have come to the dish have a hit. First offering to Caleb Blyle. He fouls back to the screen. It's 0-1. Blyle singled, stole second, and then scored on a 2-run single by Will DeStichter earlier this half inning. Runner at first is McGill. 1 gone in the inning. 8-0 Woodbury Central. And that swung on and ripped toward left field. That's going to get down for a hit. Rounding second, on his way to third will be McGill. He gets the go-ahead all the way. The throw is cut off, and it ends up being an RBI single for McGill, who takes second on the throw. I beg your pardon, for Blyle, who takes second on the throw, and it's 9-0 Wildcats. So now it gets Carter Blyle to the dish. Runner at second. And the first offering to Carter misses inside for ball 1. So every batter who's come to the plate this half inning has reached base and scored. And that swung on and popped foul and out of play over the backstop. You got to put the asterisk on there for Paulson running for the pitcher DeStichter earlier this half inning. 9-0 Woodbury Central here in the home first. Still 1 out. Erlandson, a look to second. And the right-hander kicks and comes home. That's taken for a letter-high strike, and it's 1-2 on Blyle. Blyle walked, stole second, then scored earlier this half inning. Will DeStichter faced 4 batters in the top half of the first inning, and his offense has given him a 9-run lead and counting as that's fouled out of play. Well, our next broadcast of Wildcat Baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions Friday night. I'll be in Sloan with the play-by-play as Woodbury Central takes on Westwood as that's popped foul. Could be playable. Lander calling catching. He makes it for out number 2. So 2 down, and it gets Will DeStichter to the dish. Runner at second, 2 down, and DeStichter the 13th man to come to the dish this half inning for Woodbury Central. Erlandson winds and comes home, pop foul and out of play. It's 0-1. Wednesday night, I'll be in Mapleton for softball as Woodbury Central visits Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute. I'll have the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. Hey, to check out our broadcast coverage, subscribe to the YouTube channel, to Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel, as that's roped towards center field, and that's going to get down for a hit. Rounding third, scoring easily, Belial, and taking second on the play is DeStichter. He's got an RBI double as he trades places with Belial, and it's 10-0 Wildcats here in the home first. And Paulson back out to run. Third RBI tonight for Will DeStichter, 17 on the season. And Dallas Klunder steps into the batter's box. Erlinson looking for that final out. Not going to get it there. That's going to get down toward right center field for a base hit. Rounding third and being waved around, scoring standing up is Polson running for DeStichter, and it's 11-0 Woodbury Central. RBI single from Klunder. First RBI tonight, number 12 this season. And Coach Landis, a few steps out of the dugout. Let's see if he's going to make a pitching change, any kind of defensive substitution. Will DeStichter faced 4 batters in the top half of the first inning. And thus far, 14 Wildcats have come to the dish, and 11 have scored in their half of the first. So we do have a pitching change as Josh Lander goes to his bullpen, and it'll be Sandeska Kalskit, a junior making his 4th appearance this season. No wins, 2 losses, 14 earned runs on 11 hits in 5 1/3 innings of work. 8 walks, 4 strikeouts. His ERA is 18.38. He will relieve Erlinson, who works 2/3 of an inning. Still responsible for Klunder running at first before we can close the book on him. And it's been an outing that he's going to want to put behind him. Only issued 1 walk, but was hit hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits against him. He will face Max McGill to get things started. He steps into the right-hand side. McGill, RBI double his last time up, came around to score. 11-0 Woodbury Central. Kalskit ready. A long pause. He winds and fires, and ball 1 misses high over McGill's head. Had to duck out of the way of it. 11 runs in this half inning. Woodbury Central seeking their 18th consecutive victory over West Monona. That dates back to 2010. And that misses high for a ball. 2-0 on McGill. Kalskit looks in, picks out the side he wants. Jamison holds on Klunder at first. And the 2-0 swung on and missed. A healthy hack from McGill. Woodbury Central, 2nd place in Western Valley play as we enter tonight. 9-6 overall, 7-1 mark in conference play. And the 2-1 pitch inside ball 3. And a look down from Lander, but no throw. Klunder running at first. Kalskit ready. Picks out the sign he wants. His 3-1 is on the way. Muscled up on and lifted toward left field. And that ball is going to get out of here. Woo! It's a 2-run homer for Max McGill, his 2nd home run of the season. Boy, everybody was pausing a little bit, waiting to see did that ball leave. Just snuck inside the foul pole. 13-0 Woodbury Central. For McGill, RBIs number 16, 17, and 18 thus far tonight with that 2-run home run. And we're still in the first inning. So Kalskit, the relief pitcher, greeted rudely. And the first offering misses high to Drew Klunder. 13-0 Woodbury Central. Bases empty, 2 outs. And the wind in the fire. And that swung on and lifted toward left center field. Coming over, looking to put it away, and doing so is the center fielder Bellis. 13 runs on the board, 15 Wildcats bat, and we are through one inning. Woodbury Central 13, West Monona nothing. You're watching high school baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Well, we welcome you back, Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play. Delighted to have you along as always. A 13-run inning for Woodbury Central. 15 Wildcats come to the dish, and 13 of them cross home plate. Woodbury Central won the first meeting of the year between these two squads, 16-0, and they look to be well on their way to an 18th straight victory over West Monona as a program. Brandon Erlinson, we can now close the book on him. Went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 12 runs on 9 hits. He walked 1 and hit a batter. As Sandy Kolskett came on and got the final out of the inning. 5, 6, and 7 bat for the Spartans as the lights come on here in Mobile. That's lifted toward the right side, down the right field line, down for a base hit. Rounding first, heading to second is Damian Orr, who pulls up with a leadoff stand-up double. And you don't have to get them all back at once is going to be the mindset for West Monona. But Orr with the second Spartan hit of the ballgame. Leadoff base runner for Megaska Kolskett, beg your pardon, as he gets hit by a pitch. And there's 2 on with nobody out. So Kolskett aboard for Sandeska Kolskett, the new pitcher. Started the game at shortstop. And the first offering on the way is swung on and fouled back to McGill. It's 0-1. The Spartans, to their credit, 4 of their 6 to come to the plate have reached base. That's taken for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 on Kolskett. Kolskett, a junior, hitting 120, 1 extra base hit, a double. He's knocked in 2. And the 0-2 from DeStichter. Ground ball, tough play. That's going to be as good as a bunt. Picking it up, the second baseman, McGill, has no play. I'm going to give Kolskett an infield single in my book. That was going to be a really tough play for McGill to make. Kind of a slow roller. Looked like it was about as effective as a bunt. But West Monona's loaded the bases with no one out here in the second as they take on Jack Jamison. And pumps over a strike. It's 0-1. Bases juice, nobody out. And the 0-1 to Jamison swung on a miss quickly in an 0-2 hole. Jamison, a freshman, sub-100 batting average. Good chance to pick up his first RBI this season. And the 0-2 from DeStichter on the way. Misses downstairs, and it's 1-2. Orr doubled to lead off the inning. He's now at third. And both Kolsketts are aboard. And the 1-2 grounded right back to DeStichter. He goes home for 1. Relay back to first is high, coming down on the bag. Yes, he did. It's a 1-2-3 double play. They get the lead runner Orr, and then Jamison, who was late getting out of the batter's box, just didn't hustle it up the line. That double play goes 1-2-3 if you're keeping score at home as Jesse Boynton takes ball 1 inside. 2 in scoring position, but now 2 outs for the right-handed hitting right fielder. And that misses downstairs. Boynton, a sophomore, sub-100 batting average. No extra base hits, no RBI. And the wind and the fire late behind a fastball. 2-1. 2 on, 2 out, 13-0. Wildcats on top here in the top half of the second. And the 2-1 pitch. That's high for ball 3. Skipped away from McGill. Not enough for anybody to advance. Both Kolskits are on base for West Monona. Magaska is at third base. Sandieska is at second. The 3-1 pitch to Boynton on the way. That's in the dirt, ball 4, and it reloads the bases for the top of the order. It's now Brad Bellis. Grounded out to first his last time up. That led off the game. 13-0 Wildcats here in the top half of the second. DeStichter looks in, and the lefty's first offering is on the way. And misses outside for ball 1. Bellis, a junior, hitting 182 entering play tonight. One extra base hit. It was a triple. And he has one RBI as he takes ball 2. Junior varsity game tonight, won by the Spartans 9-3. And the wind and the fire. And that misses high. 3-0 on Bellis. No place to put him. Bases loaded. 2 gone in the inning. 13-0 Wildcats. And the wind and the fire. That's high and tight for ball 4. And Bellis picks up his second RBI this season. 13-1. West Monona on the board with 2 gone here in the second. And it gets Brandon Erlinson, beg your pardon, of the dish. Started the game as the pitcher and takes a strike belt high. Singled his last time up, but was forced out as part of a fielder's choice. Kolskit at third, Boynton at second, Bellis at first. As that misses downstairs, and it's evened up at 1-1. Woodbury Central home tomorrow, taking on West Sioux. And the 1-1 swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. Maple Valley, Anthony. A road trip there for both Wildcat teams on Wednesday. I'll have the softball call here on Fuller Digital Solutions. And the 1-2 on the way. Misses outside, 2-2. Lander on deck if the inning continues. 13-1 Woodbury Central, top half of the second inning. And the 2-2 outside, ball 3. And the runners will get a head start. Bases full of green jerseys. And the payoff pitch from DeStichter, that's high, ball 4. He walks in a second run. And that will get Lander to the dish. And time is called. What have we? You've got teams coming off the field. And we can only speculate as to why. Let's try to get this sorted out here as we'll take a break. More in a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobile's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Well, we welcome you back. Some explanation there. Like me, the third base runner thought that there was 3 balls, or the count was 3 balls, what have you, and tried to steal home. He thought it looked like it was a walk, ball 4, and everybody was moving up, and they tagged him. They've still got the run on the board, though, which is what confuses me. But either or, it ends the inning.
7 coming in for 13, staying in right field.
Home plate umpire kind enough to relay the official substitution for us. So it means Cole Halverson, a junior, now in the game, replacing Jesse Boynton. So I don't know what the explanation was to end the top half of the second, because the count was wrong, was the explanation that I got, and that Kolsket tried to go home. They got the run, still on the board. I can't explain what happened there. Either roar, an out was made somewhere. Some kind of violation or technicality, what have you, and it's 13-2 as of right now, until we're told different. An 11-run lead for the Wildcats as they send 8-9-1 up to the dish here in the second. Kolsket's first offering is on the way, swung on and missed. Rocha was hit by a pitch his last time up. One of many Wildcats with a run scored and a stolen base tonight, as that's high over his head. And the count's evened up at 1-1. It's the Zach attack, Rocha and Riley, followed by Eric McGill in the top of the order. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Rocha pops this one foul, twisting out of play first base side, and it's 1-2. Woodbury Central winners 16-0 over the Spartan squad back on opening day. That game was in Ottawa. They have not lost to West Monona on the baseball diamond in 11 years. That misses in the dirt. It's 2-2. July 6, 2010, the last time West Monona beat Woodbury Central in baseball. And the 2-2 from Kolsket, he got him, swinging a miss, strike three for his first strikeout of the evening. So one down, and it gets Zach Riley to the dish. Bases remain empty. 13-2, Woodbury Central on top. Riley taps the bat on home plate. An RBI single his last time up. Stolen base and a run scored. Kolsket looks in, kicks and comes home, and that's taken for a knee-high strike. It's 0-1. West Monona winners in the junior varsity game 9-3. They're a young group. And it's part of a rebuild for them. Just one senior on this year's roster. And the wine of the fire. That misses outside, and it's evened up at 1-1 on Riley. 13-2, Woodbury Central. 13 runs on 10 hits in that first inning. Kolsket ready. Kickson comes home, fouled back. And it's 1-2. Bases empty, one out, McGill on deck. Top half of the second inning here in Mobile. Sun setting just beyond left field. Not much of a breeze, but what little there is blowing out that way. Game time temperature 89 degrees. The look in, the wind and the fire, that's downstairs. And the count's evened up at 2-2. Well, our next baseball broadcast of Wildcat Athletics Friday night, I'll be in Sloan as we take on Westwood. Join me for the play-by-play as that misses outside and the count goes full at 3-2. Another plug for this, check out Fuller Digital Solutions on YouTube. Find the Woodbury Central channel, subscribe. You can see this broadcast live and you can see archive broadcast of all of our Wildcat coverage. The payoff pitch, downstairs, ball four, gets to the backstop. And Riley, a one-out base runner for McGill in the top of the order. McGill came to the dish twice in that first inning. Slapped a two-run single, then came around to score. He was retired the first out of that inning. He was the first batter on a warning track fly ball. Riley being held on at first. And from the stretch, Kolskett ready, winds and comes home. That misses. Runner takes off. Throw down to second is not in time. From the West Monona dugout, Lander is asking for an appeal. It's not granted. It was a close play. Good throw from the catcher, Lander. But it's a stolen base for Riley, his second of the game. Runner in scoring position now with one out in the inning, and that misses downstairs. A 2-0 count with Blyle and Blyle on deck. Riley with a lead. He stretches out over at second base. And the 2-0 is high for ball three. Brandon Erlinson started this game, went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 12 runs on 9 hits, walked one and hit a batter. Relieved by Sandiska Kolskett. And he winds and comes home. That skips downstairs, ball 4. Taking third on the play as it gets to the backstop is Riley. So now runners at the corners for Caleb Blyle. One out in the inning. And time has been called. Here comes Josh Lander. And will he be going to the bullpen once again? Slowly makes his way out to talk with Kolskett. And he is indeed going to the pen. We'll take a timeout. We'll tell you all about the new West Monona pitcher. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions coverage of Wildcat Athletics.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Well, the new West Monona pitcher is junior right-hander Magaeska Kolskett, making his 4th appearance, no wins, no losses, 5 earned runs on 7 hits and 3 1/3 innings of work, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts for an ERA of 10.50. He takes over for Sandiska Kolskett, and he's responsible for both runners on base before we can close the book on him. Gave up a hit, walked 2, and struck out 1. Already 1 run in against him. That came on the home run from Max McGill. So Magaeska Kolskett now on the bump, trying to get the final 2 outs of this half inning. 13-2, Woodbury Central on top. And it'll be Caleb Blyle, the first one that he gets to face. Caleb steps into the right-hand side. Couple of singles back in that 13-run first inning. A stolen base, an RBI, and he scored both times. Kolskett from the stretch. The wind and the fire. That swung on and missed. 0-1. Challenges him with a high fastball. First and third. 1 gone. Top half of the second. Beg your pardon, bottom half of the second. 13-2. And the 0-1 to Blyle. That misses high for a ball, and it's even at 1-1. (13-2), Woodbury Central in command of this one early. And that misses high for a ball. 2-1 count. Runners at the corners. 1 out in the inning. Kolskett ready, winds and comes home. That's outside, 3-1. Carter Blyle on deck. A righty-righty matchup. Kolskett Picks out the side he wants, winds and comes home, misses high, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Carter Blyle. Carter is the only Wildcat, one of few Wildcats, I should say, that has reached tonight without the benefit of a hit. Walked and scored back in the first. He popped out to the catcher Lander later that inning. Takes ball 1 high, but still looking for his first hit tonight. Bases juiced, and 1 out here in the second. Kolskett ready, winds and comes home. That's downstairs. It's 2-0. Sandeska Kolskett got a strikeout to start this inning, but then issued back-to-back walks. And now Magieska Kolskett starts with a 5-pitch walk, and he's behind against Carter Blyle 3-0. No place to put him. Righty-lefty matchup. Kolskett ready, and the 3-0 pitch is on the way. That's ball 4, and he brings in a run. An RBI for Carter Blyle, his first of the evening. That brings his total to 17 on the year. So Riley scores, everybody moves up 90 feet, and now it's Will DeStichter as Blyle draws his second walk of the night. First offering to DeStichter, that misses outside for ball 1. DeStichter, single and a double tonight. He's driven in 2, scored, or I should say his courtesy runner Polson has scored both times. Bases loaded, ahead in the count 1-0. Taken for a strike, snap throw down to third is not in time. Tried to catch Eric McGill string. McGill at third, Caleb Blyle at second, Carter Blyle at first. 14-2. Woodbury Central on top with the bases juiced. Kolskett comes home with a 1-1. This ball is lifted and going to get down for a base hit in left center field. 1 run will score. Rounding third being waved around is Caleb Blyle. It is a 2-run single for Will DeStichter. It's a 4 RBI night for him. And with that, we can close the book on the relief pitcher, Sandeska Kolskett. DeStichter takes second on the throw, and he is lifted for a courtesy runner in Luke Paulson. So 2 in scoring position for Dallas. Klunder, who grounds one toward the left side, gobbled it short by Kolskett, and nobody's covering first base. The ball goes to the backstop. A run is going to come in and score. Boy, just a miscue on West Monona's part. It was deep in the hole. It was going to be a really tough throw from Kolskett. 1 run was going to score anyway. They were going to sacrifice that. And then Paulson came around to score when the ball sailed over the non-existent first baseman's head. 18-2. And it gets Max McGill to the dish. Righty-righty matchup, the wind and the fire, and that's downstairs and gets to the backstop. And taking third on the play will be Klunder. "13 runs for Woodbury Central in their half of the first, and 5 so far here in the second. And in both innings, the leadoff man was retired as that missed outside. 3-0 count on Max McGill. An RBI double and a 2-run home run back in the first inning as the wind of the fire misses high. That's another walk, and it puts runners at the corners. So now Klunder, the 9th man to bat this half inning. We can close the book on Sandeska Kolskett. 2/3 of an inning worked. Gave up 3 runs on a hit, walked 2, struck out 1 as Josh Lander makes his way Out to the bump once again. And will this be his second pitching change of the inning? It appears that it will. We'll tell you all about the new Spartan pitcher in a moment. You're watching Wildcat Athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Well, the new West Monona pitcher will be junior right-hander Brad Bellis. Third appearance, no wins, no losses. He's given up 5 earned runs on 6 hits and 2 innings of work. He's walked 3, struck out 2. His ERA is 17.50 as he comes on in relief of Magaeska Kolsket. He leaves without retiring a batter. He's still responsible for Klunder and McGill at the corners before we can close the book on him. But a hit and 3 walks. His defense committed 1 error behind him. As Bellis makes his way in.
Number 10 in for 9 at second base.
18-2 Woodbury Central. They are in complete command here in the home half of the second inning. Drew Klunder will step up to the dish to face Bellis, the 9th man to come to bat this half inning for West Monona. We'll set the defensive substitutions here in a moment. Now, while we have a moment, Morgan Liu, a junior, now in at second base. He'll replace Jack Jameson in the West Monona lineup. Now, Klunder settles in, Bellis ready. Klunder looking for his first hit tonight, reached on air and flew out to center. First offering on the way, and then misses outside, ball 1. 9th Wildcat to come to the dish this half inning. And in each of the first 2 innings, the leadoff man has been set down. And the wine of the fire, and misses outside. 2-0 count on the right-handed hitting left fielder. Bellis ready and is called for a balk. Everybody's going to move up 90 feet. A run will score. Dallas Klunder comes in via the balk. McGill will make second. And the count's 2-0 from Bellis. The wine and the fire, that's high, 3-0. Zach Rocha waiting on deck. He led off this inning. 19-2, Woodbury Central all over West Monona. And the kick in the deal from Bellis. And that's swung on, grounded to short, gobbled up by Kolsket, fires in time for the second out of the inning. McGill will take third on the play. And now with 2 down, we've officially batted around. Zach Rocha started this inning with a strikeout. He bats now. Zach looking for his first hit tonight. Was hit by a pitch back in the first inning and then struck out to lead off this inning. And he steps into the right-hand side. A look in, and the first offering to Rocha's on the way, and this ball is lifted toward left center field. That is twisting and put away for out number 3, just down the left field line. 10 batters come to the dish, and 6 cross home plate. After 2, new score, Woodbury Central 19, West Monona 2. You're watching high school baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
And we welcome you back to Motown. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play. Delighted to have you along on Fuller Digital Solutions. 19-2, Woodbury Central leading West Monona. As we start the top half of the third inning, there's going to be a flurry of defensive substitutions we're going to have to get sorted out. Andy Compton going deep into his lineup card, playing the bench a little bit with a 17-run lead. We will do our darndest to try to get those sorted out for you. But a really good night at the dish for the Wildcat offense. Well on their way to an 18th straight victory over their rivals from Ottawa. Andy Compton, former standout at Sioux City East and Buena Vista University, going over the changes with the home plate umpire. Second-year manager here at Woodbury Central. Went to the College World Series back in 2011 with the Beavers as their right fielder at the Division III level. 3-4-5 batting for the Spartans, beginning with J.J. Lander. Left-handed hitting catcher steps in. Lander, Collison, and Orr do up this half inning. And the first offering from DeStichter is on the way, and that's grounded up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Blyle at short, gloves, fires in time. Nice play by Blyle at short. And there's one down on one pitch here in the third. So now Brett Collison steps into the right-hand side, a strikeout victim back in the first inning. That's the only Spartan strikeout offensively this evening. The lone senior on this year's squad, first offering swung on and missed, 0-1. Base is empty, and one out. 19-2, Woodbury Central on top here in the third as that misses downstairs. Count even at 1-1 on Collison. DeStichter looks in. Kickson comes home. This ball popped up on the infield. Riley slides to his knees and puts it away. A sliding grab by the senior third baseman for out number 2. And there's 2 down for Damian Orr, the third baseman. Orr led off the second inning with a double, and Andy Compton's on his way out to the bump. And he's going to make a pitching change, it looks like. Hasn't made the move yet. Just talking with Will. And he is indeed going to go to his pen. So we'll tell you all about the new Wildcat pitcher in a moment. You're watching high school baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer. Right now, just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Welcome back to Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. The new pitcher for Woodbury Central, senior Ty Dennison. He has not appeared as a pitcher in a varsity game this season. But with 2 outs in the top of the third, base is empty, Andy Compton is going to go to him. As he runs through his warm-up pitches, it's 19-2. Woodbury Central scored 13 runs in the first inning, 6 in the second. West Monona loaded the bases in their half of the second. Came away with 2 runs. At the final line on Will DeStichter, he goes 2 2/3 innings. Gave up 2 runs on, by my count, 3 hits. Struck out 1, and had 3 walks. So he gives way to Dennison, one of 3 seniors on this year's squad. Damian Orr will step in, doubled to lead off the second inning in his previous at-bat. A righty-righty matchup. Base is empty, 2 gone here in the third. First offering from Dennison, pumps over for a strike. As Dennison peers in, picks out the sign he wants from his catcher McGill. And the kick in the deal, that's high, and the count's evened up at 1-1. 19-2, Woodbury Central looking for a regular season sweep of West Monona. And the 1-1 pitch from Dennison. This is swung on and grounded foul third base side toward the Woodbury Central dugout. Junior varsity game going to the Spartans tonight, 9-3. Colskett on deck. 1-2 count. Orr steps into the right-hand side. Righty-righty matchup. Dennison picks out the sign he wants. He kicks. He comes home. He got him, but it gets to the backstop. They're going to have to throw to first. It's a long throw from McGill. It's not in time. So Dennison will record his first varsity strikeout, and Orr will reach on error. So a runner at first with 2 down, and the inning continues for Magaelska Kolskett. And the first offering, Kolskett swings and misses at a high fastball, and it's 0-1. Kolskett was hit by a pitch his last time up, came around to score. As Orr leads off first, the wind and the fire, swing and a miss. Kolskett behind it, it's 0-2. 19-2, Woodbury Central on top. A man on, 2 out, top half of the third. The 0-2 from Dennison. Outside by a hair. And it's 1-2. Woodbury Central home tomorrow, taking on West Sioux of Haywarden. And the 1-2 as Orr takes off. That misses high. No throw from McGill. Second stolen base this year for Damian Orr. Runner at second, 2 outs, and the 2-2 misses high. The count goes full. Back to conference play Wednesday on the road at Maple Valley Anthony Charter Oak Ute. I'll be there with the softball call on Fuller Digital Solutions. The payoff pitch, that's outside ball 4, and Kolskett battles back to draw a walk. So 2 on with 2 out. This inning started with a ground out to short and a pop out to third. Then Will DeStichter was pulled for Ty Dennison, got his first career varsity strikeout, but a drop third strike as that's popped down the third baseline foul, and the play is made by Riley, right up against the fence. And Dennison will get the job done. First career varsity strikeout and gets through the third inning scoreless. We head to the home half, 19-2 Woodbury Central on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
Well, we welcome you back, Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. Bottom half of the third inning here in Mobile, 19-2. Bellis back out there for his first full inning of relief. Came in and got both batters he faced, a ground out to short and a fly out to left. We are going to get all kinds of substitutions. It's going to be a dirty lineup card by the end of the night. as the Wildcats go deep into their bench, up 19-2. Continuing with that thought before the break, we'll have softball Wednesday night from Mapleton on Fuller Digital Solutions. And then Friday, we're back to baseball with a conference road trip to Sloan as Woodbury Central matches up with Westwood. It'll be 9-1-2 batting for Woodbury Central, beginning with Zach Riley. Riley, an RBI single back in the first inning, stole a base and scored. And he reached on a walk in the second, stole a base and scored. 13 first-inning runs for Woodbury Central. West Monona got 2 back in their half of the second. The Wildcats put up a 6 spot. And they keep the Spartans off the board in the third. Riley steps in to lead it off. Played a lot of baseball to be in the home half of the third inning. Bellis ready. And the first offering is on the way, and that's taken for a strike, 0-1. Riley, one of 3 seniors on this year's squad. Sun continues to set just beyond left field. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, that's a ball. And it's even a 1-1. 9-1-2 for Woodbury Central. The look in. And the wind of the fire. That nearly hits Riley. Skipped out of the way of it. It's 2-1. Eric McGill's spot on deck, but there's a pinch hitter on deck. That's Kyan Schultzen, as that is behind Riley for ball 3. The lineup card is going to get messy with all the substitutions we're going to see. Righty-righty matchup. Bellis ready. Kickson comes home with a 3-1, and that misses inside ball 4. Riley draws his second walk of the night, and now we get a pinch hitter in Kyan Schultzen. Schultzen, the team's top pitcher, but don't often get to see him bat. The team's ace with a 4-0 record on the bump, the opening day starter. These Spartans saw him back in May. First offering to Schultzen's fouled off. It's 0-1. Schultzen, a sophomore, still looking for his first hit this season. Puts the ball in play. He hasn't struck out this year, but looking to get one through. 1 on, nobody out, and the 0-1 to Schultzen. That misses inside. And the count's evened up at 1-1. Runner at first, nobody out. 19-2, Woodbury Central on top, and the 1-1's on the way. And that misses outside for a ball. Bellis back out to the bump. Taking his time, being deliberate. And the 2-1 pitch from Bellis on the way, fouled back. And it's evened up at 2-2. The last 2 times these two teams have met, Woodbury Central's won by 16 runs. They currently lead by 17. That swung on and missed. Bellis challenges him with a strikeout, and he gets Schultzen swinging for out number 1. Another pinch hitter. This will be Luke Paulson. He scored twice, courtesy running for Will DeStichter. Beg your pardon, he scored 3 times, courtesy running for Will DeStichter. First offering is fouled back to the screen. It's 0-1. Paulson, a junior, hitting 143. No extra base hits. He's driven in 2. A runner at first. That's Riley. And 1 gone in the inning. The wind in the fire. This ball is over toward left center field. That's going to get down for a hit. A 1-out single for Paulson. And everybody moves up one bag. So Carter Belial will stay in, bat for himself. 2 on, 1 out. Woodbury Central looking for their 18th victory in a row over West Monona. That's skied foul, but out of play. And it's 0-1. 2 on, 1 out. 19-2. Woodbury Central in complete command. They have not trailed. And the 0-1 to Belial. That misses high. It's even at 1-1. Pitcher spot on deck, and Ty Dennison in the on-deck circle. Runner at second is Riley. Paulson running at first as that misses. Good stop by the catcher, Lander. And the count's 2-1. From the stretch, Bellis picks out the sign he wants from Lander. And the right-hander's offering on the way, misses high, ball 3. First of 4 games this week for the Wildcat baseball squad. Home tomorrow, on the road Wednesday and Friday. And the 3-1 pitch, that's grounded and through for a base hit. Riley to third. He's going to hold up there. It'll be station-to-station baseball as Belial picks up his first hit of the night. He's been on twice, but this is his first hit of the evening. And it loads the bases for Ty Dennison. Dennison, one of 3 seniors on this squad, a hit and 2 at-bats. No extra base hits. He's knocked in 1. Chance to capitalize on his RBI number right here as he takes ball 1 high and away. A situation very much like this. A walk with the bases loaded. And the 1-0 pitch swung on and missed. And the count's evened up at 1-1. Riley at third, Paulson at second, and Carter Belial at first. The look in, and the kick in the deal from Bellis. That's in the dirt, gets to the backstop. Riley is going to try it, comes to the plate, and slides in underneath the tag, and it's 20-2. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Riley crosses home plate for the 3rd time tonight. (20-2), Woodbury Central. In complete command, a 13-run first inning, 6 in the second, 1 so far here in the third as Dennison takes a ball low. And the count's 3-1, first base now open. Righty-righty matchup, Bellis ready, kicks and comes home, grounded foul, and the count's full. The lead at 18. West Monona will need at least 4 runs when they bat in the 4th inning to keep this game alive. Full count. Bellis' payoff pitch is on the way. That's a ground ball, third base side. That's going to be like a bunt. Fielded underhand flip home, and it's out. It's an out. Good play at the dish. Paulson tried to score on what was almost like a bunt. It's about as good of a bunt. Dennison will reach on the fielder's choice as Paulson is out at home 1-2. So Carter Belial now runs at third. Dennison is at first. And another pinch hitter for Woodbury Central. This time it'll be Levi Davis, a sophomore. Hitless in 2 varsity at-bats this season. He takes ball 1 in the dirt. Batting in place of Dallas Klunder. Klunder was 2 for 3, reached all 3 times. A couple of singles and RBI, reached on error. 2 on, 2 out. And the 1-0 is outside to Davis. So the lead at 18, West Monona will have 8-9-1 due up for them in their half of the 4th, needing at least 4 runs to keep this game alive. And that's taken for a strike, inner half of the belt. And it's even, make that 2-1 on Davis. 20-2 Woodbury Central. In complete command, they have not trailed. That's taken for a belt-high strike, and the count's now even at 2-2. Ellis picks out the sign he wants. Runners at the corners, 2 gone. And the 2-2 offering is on the way. Fouled back. Davis stays alive. And we'll do it again. A very pleasant evening here in mid-June. Shadows completely encompass the field now. And the 2-2 pitch, and this ball is driven towards center field, and that is down for a base hit. A run will come in and score as Davis picks up his first RBI this season. 21-2 Woodbury Central. And we'll continue to go deeper into the bench. Carson Edwards, a sophomore, will bat for the first time tonight. A hit and 2 varsity at-bats this season for him. And the first offering to him misses high and away for ball 1. He does have an RBI this season. And the look in. And the kick in the deal from Bellis. And that misses downstairs. 2-0 the count. First and second, 2 gone. 21-2, all Woodbury Central. Bellis winds and comes home. And this ball swung on and driven toward left field. And that's going to get down for a hit. Everybody moves up 90 feet, station to station. And it gets another pinch hitter in Colby Gilbert, a freshman, to the dish. A righty-righty matchup, first offering downstairs. Got Gilbert's family just by our broadcast position cheering him on. Steps in with the bases juiced, 2 gone. As Bellis winds and comes home and then misses high for a ball. The count's 2-0. 21-2. All Wildcats in this one. It's been a messy scorecard, but a pleasant one if you're a Woodbury Central fan. It misses downstairs and the count's at 3-0. Bellis looks in. Picks out the sign he wants. Long pause, he kicks and he comes home and takes it for a strike. A letter-high strike. Gilbert dropped the bat. He was heading down to first base and is called back by the home plate umpire. 3-1 count from Bellis. Righty-righty matchup, the wind and the fire, and that's outside ball 4. An RBI walk for Gilbert. His first varsity RBI. Everybody moves up station to station. And we get the 9th man to bat this half inning for the Wildcats. It's Chase Cypersma, freshman. Chance to get his first varsity hit. Well, our last broadcast here on Fuller Digital Solutions, Chase Cypersma in the junior varsity game against OABCIG had the walk-off hit in the bottom half of the last inning. And some situational substituting from Coach Andy Compton. The Wildcats have batted around now in all 3 innings. They've come to the dish. They lead 22-2. Cypersma settles in. Righty-righty matchup, and the first offering to him's on the way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Bases juiced, 2 gone here in the home third. 0-1 from Bellis. The right-hander ready. Kicks and comes home, and that's high over Cypersma's head. Gets to the backstop, and everybody holds. Counts evened up at 1-1. Righty-righty matchup. Bellis ready. Gets a sign he wants from Lander. Kicks and comes home. That's in the dirt. Lander with the chest protector stop. Two and one count on Cypersma. Looking for that first career varsity hit. The 2-1 is on the way. And that's outside 3-1. He would take his first varsity RBI as well. And potentially one pitch away from getting it. The 3-1 from Bellis is on the way, and that's a high chopper. Going to be a tough play. It is picked at short, fires to first in time, inning over. Woodbury Central tacks on 3 more, and West Monona will need 6 runs in their half of the 4th to keep this game alive. We'll have it for you in a moment on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
And we welcome you back to Mobile. Tanner Hoops, the play-by-play on Fuller Digital Solutions. As always, delighted to have you along. Last call for West Monona. Woodbury Central scored 13 runs in their half of the first inning, 6 in the second, 3 in the third. West Monona, their only scoring came in the second inning. They pushed 2 across. 8-9-1 for the Spartans. They need at least 6 runs to keep this game alive, or the 15-run rule after 3 will kick into effect. Ty Dennison back out there for his first full inning of relief. He got his first career varsity strikeout, but a drop third strike prolonged the inning. Issued a walk and then induced a foul out to end the top half of the third. They're going to close this one out. But the finishing touches. 8-9-1 batting for West Monona. And it'll be Jack Jameson's spot scheduled. Now, he was lifted earlier, and it will indeed be his replacement, his defensive replacement, Morgan Liu, who takes his first at-bat of the night. First offering from Dennison is on the way, and that swung on and lifted toward left center field and put away by the left fielder Klunder for out number 1. So Liu retired on 1 pitch, and that will get Halverson to the dish, his first at-bat of the night. Came in back in the second inning as a defensive replacement for Jesse Boynton. That's with the bases empty and 1 gone. And the first offering from Dennison is downstairs for ball 1. Halverson, a junior, still looking for his first hit of the season. And the 1-0 from Dennison is on the way. Fouled back to the screen as it's evened up at 1-1. 22-2. Woodbury Central on top of West Monona. Counts even at 1-1. Dennison will pick out the sign he wants. Run through the signs with Max McGill behind the dish, and the 1-1 is on the way. That's high, and the count's at 2-1. Now, once we go final, we'll have the numbers and recap, put the finishing touches on this one. As the 2-1 from Dennison is on the way, and that's grounded toward the right side, picked up by the covering first baseman to Dennison in time. Dennison covering the bag, And it's a 3-1 ground out to retire Halverson, and West Monona's down to their final out. So now the top of the order, and Brad Bellis started this game in center field. Took over on the bump here the last couple of innings. First offering to Bellis. He grounds this one foul up to make that fair up the third base side, and retiring on the throw to first to end the ball game. Final score, Woodbury Central 22, West Monona 2. That's a final in 4 innings. We'll take a timeout. We've got the happy totals from Moville coming up in a moment. You're watching high school baseball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Motor Company has the next vehicle for your lifestyle. You'll find a wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs at Lawton Motor Company. Right now, check out a 2016 Chevy Traverse LS, only $14,995, or a 2013 Ford Explorer, right now just $13,995. A 2014 Ford F-150, just under 90,000 miles, and listed at $21,995. Lawton Motor Company. See their inventory online, lawtonmotors.com.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
No, I'm not.
In small town living, close to all the big city amenities. The Ridge in Mobile, just a few minutes from Sioux City. This growing development has affordably priced lots to accommodate any home, as well as move-in ready new homes. The Ridge is adjacent to Mobille's award-winning golf course and features city utilities and an on-site park, all in a vibrant community with an outstanding K-12 school, parks, pool, and more. For available lots, visit theridgemobile.com today. The Ridge in Mobile.
Well, we welcome you back to Moville. Final score in 4 innings, Woodbury Central 22, West Monona 2. The Wildcats shut down West Monona in the top half of the first. Will DeStichter faced 4 batters and retired 2. Allowed a single and a fielder's choice, but got out unscathed. The Wildcats sent 15 men to the plate in their half of the first and scored 13 runs. West Monona got 2 back in their half of the second, but the Wildcats respond with a 6 spot, and then Woodbury Central puts up 3 in the home half of the third and keeps West Monona scoreless the rest of the way for the early ending. Final line for the Wildcats, 22 runs on 15 hits. They commit 1 error. For West Monona, 2 runs on 3 hits. They commit 2 errors. Winning pitcher is Will DeStichter. He moves his record to 1-0. Brandon Erlinson takes the loss. His record falls to 0-2. Time of the game, 1 hour and 30 minutes as West Monona falls to Woodbury Central this evening. The regular season series belongs to the Wildcats, who moved to 10-6, 8-1 in the Valley. West Monona now 0-11, 0-9 in conference play. The 18th consecutive victory for the Wildcats in this series. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Don't forget, this team back home tomorrow for non-conference action with West Sioux. Should be a fun one. Our next broadcast of Wildcat Athletics will be Wednesday night at Mapleton. I'll be there with the softball play-by-play, and then Friday we'll pick up baseball again with a conference road trip to Sloan to take on Westwood. Once again, the final score tonight, Woodbury Central 22, West Monona 2. That's a final in 4 innings. Signing off from Woodbury Central High School in Mobile, Iowa, I'm Tanner Hoops. Thanks for watching high school athletics on Fuller Digital Solutions.